will now put it aside. Let's fight for our father's land.
Nígbà tá a bá ti jà fúnlẹ̀ bàbá wa, àwa máa ní kí Jésù kó wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Òkodo ọ̀rọ̀ òun ni bàbá yìí sọ. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe kó rí? Ká kọ́kọ́ lọ jà fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká tó máa wá ní kí ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam kó wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Àbí ká kọ̀ jókòó, ká sùn, ká máa jí, kí a máa sọ pé kò ní possible. Nàìjíríà ò lè break. Ọlọ́run ò ní break Nàìjíríà nísìnyí. Mo kí bàbá mi Ayọ̀ Àdìsá olórúkọ olóyè Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Every topic only different conversation. Eléyìí tí a tún mú wá fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àti ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Mo máa ṣe ń kí bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè, the Alano, the leader of the Yoruba self-determination. We are now live on Koikimedia YouTube now. We are live on Koikimedia backup. We have like 4 YouTube channels, but we tend to use 2. One in Nigeria will stop over in Haiti. How many people know Haiti? Ìjọ ti gbọ́ ló kan tó ń pè ní Haiti rí. The current situation in Nigeria can never change. Kò sí òyìnbó tá lè sọ lé lórí. Bó bá wù wọ́n, kó máa ṣe analysis, kó máa rojọ́ lójoojúmọ́ lórí gbogbo channels tó ń bẹ ní Nigeria. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup, and nobody can stop it. It has to break, and that is a solution to all the problems being encountered by many Nigerians. So if you are still one Nigeria saying, Nigeria is not going to break, nobody's going to argue with you. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ohun tí Tahore tó sọ ní fídíò kan tó jáde. I don't know how loud it's going to be, and I want to control Emma. Even though I'm not in Europe, we still have to respect the sound coming out at the early hours like this. So I'll use this without a speaker and see how far Debangbo. This is Tahore. This speech, I don't know when it was made, but a lot of people have come across it just like me. And I want you to let me know in the comment section, Debagbo. And Debagbo, to be clear that we can use the speaker with it as well. Let me just see if we can hear it.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only 2 cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever.
Now, did everybody hear what he said there? I can rewind that for more than 10 times. Tabate Bobo mi to sọ níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ta ló gbọ́n tí Tahore tó sọ níbẹ̀ yẹn? Mo kí brother mi Olúkáyọ̀dé Adéoyè. Are you in a live show now? I should increase the volume. Pẹ̀lú mic tí mo gbé sí bí báyìí. Volume yẹn loud dáde. Ṣé pé ẹ gbọ́ mi báyìí? Bí alátọ̀dọ̀ yín ni o. That's the reason why we have this mic on. So, though my fan is blowing because let me check again. Let me monitor from the big screen and see what people are saying. Good morning once again, and welcome to Koikimedia early morning broadcast. This is Koikimedia. Ta ló gbọ́ tí Tahore sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan? How many people heard what Tahore said? Ṣó jáde dáadáa? Let's rewind it again. Let's go again. And maybe this time I should use the speaker, but I'll try to control the sound so that it doesn't make too much noise. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, ẹ ṣọ́ pé ẹ gbọ́ mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká check sound check. Because the last thing you want in a broadcast is kama sọ̀rọ̀ lọ gbùrùgbùrù káwọn èèyàn má gbọ́ wa. It could be a waste of time, and we might as well go back to bed. So let's do a sound check on Facebook, not on YouTube. Why is this video not playing? Moki Babami Adams Olamilekan. Just increase more. Because if I increase it, I'm using the laptop from the Facebook. There's no way I can increase it. That's the reason why we had this, so that there will not be any issue. So this phone should be enough to get my sound into the mic. So, Babami Adams Olamilekan, Traore said, either you fight or you remain slaves forever. Moke Ntetin Darapon Lori Instagram. Good morning on Twitter. Good morning on Twitter Space. So let's go back and listen one more time.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system.
Our country has been in a long, complicated system, just like Nigeria has been in a long, complicated system. And the question is, what do we do at this junction? Do we fight or do we remain slaves? Bishop Adeshino Mukile Nkonsi. Bishop would have a special segment with us before the end of the week. He will be telling us more about Yoruba and why we have more people that are also becoming Yoruba man. Do we fight back or do we remain slaves? What is your preference? Kí ni preference ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa? Should we fight back or should we remain slaves? What do you prefer? Ṣé ká jà nísìnyí àbí ká ṣì wà ní ẹrú? This weekend, Saturday, the summit is going to hold. Mokibabami Adeleye Taiwo, good morning and welcome. Do I look fresh? I've been eating fresh food in Africa. Moki Professor Adebanji Akitoye. Moki Gubomo Yoruba Nile Loko. I say good morning and welcome. Let's go back and listen to Traore, the man that the European and the America are against for trying to put things back to how it used to be. For the Burkina babes, the Burkinas. Is it worth fighting? What do you know about Yugoslavia? The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia was dissolved between 1991 and 1992. Nigeria would dissolve and nobody can stop it. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you agree or not, it is not about you anymore. It is about millions of indigenous people that have now said enough is enough. The contraction country can no longer work. There are more Nigerians that are killed on a daily basis. Some cannot even reach their community. Let's listen back to Traore one more time.
Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward.
This is going to be one of my videos that we will be listening to the audio every day, at least for the next 2 months, non-stop. Koiki, is it because you want to make money out of Yoruba nation? That is why you are doing Yoruba nation. Go and look for a job. I say, I don't want a job. Yoruba people say, Koiki, you are not going to work. We will pay you. Just tell us whenever you are broke. When you are broke, we will pay you. Don't go and work. I want shisha. We will pay you for what you are doing. Imagine Yoruba people say, well, no work. We know it's not enough to look after your family, but we know that we will still make sure that ebi ò ní pa ẹ́. So as long as I'm not hungry, my wife asks for money, I can give it to them. My children has returned back to school, I have given them lunch money. I have food in the house. I have food even here in Africa, in my freezer. Ẹja ta lọ pa lódò tí mo rà wálé. Níjọ́ ta ti rà wálé tí mo ti dín, tí mo ti taste, ó ṣì wà nínú freezer, mo ti fẹ́ no pọ́n again. Imagine I said I wanted fresh fish. I went to the market. We spent, I don't know how much. I just give them money. The fish is back. We bought prawns, edin ńláńlá, ẹlòmíì ò tí jẹ dé nísìn ní Nigeria in the last 3 years. Kò tí fẹ́ dé kind. So it's no longer about me, it's about us. So when people want to discourage us, it's because they are some of them are jealous. They want to be my position. Why is it Koikimedia? Why does Igbo love Koikimedia like this? Why does Yoruba people trust Koikimedia? Because they want to be in my shoe. But bí àwọn bàbá mi kan ṣe sọ, ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá gbélé lọ́wọ́, ó ti wà embedded. What I am doing, it is already, as I wake up, I relax on the bed because I don't rush out of the bed. I went to the bathroom, mo shower, mo wọ brand mi. Tí bá dẹ̀ ti wọ brand mi, education ni. When I put on Koikimedia like this, I want to educate you, and I want you to educate me. So why do you want to discourage people? Àwọn èèyàn náà wọ́n fẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ̀, wọ́n jáde wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀, and ìwọ wá fẹ́ jẹ́ alátakò. Let's go back. Now, without no more interruption, let's listen straight to Taore. How many of you know Taore? Who knows him? Talomo Taore. Some people don't know him. The man that is giving America headache, that America is asking what they are doing with their gold. Imagine America is asking African country what they are doing with their gold. America is concerned. America is worried that this man, Taore, he wants to liberate his people. Babakitoye wants to liberate Yoruba people, but some Yoruba people wants to go against it. They don't want to be liberated. Babakitoye, leave us alone. We are so happy in this poverty. It is only in Nigeria that you'll be looking at your phone bar. I mean, let me not waste too much time. Let's go back to Taore. There's too much to discuss. This program can run up to 6 in the morning. If it's about shady, I go back and sleep. I wake up back again. The same thing. And that is what I'm doing. You go to CNN, it's 24 hours. As I'm doing my own, I am building my staff on a daily basis, increasing their internet accessibility. Each of my staff right now, I have bought router, internet router, so that they can fire anytime, back to back, like I am doing. Because internet is the only thing that suffer in Nigeria. I have told my staff, the 25 of them, internet not on my doorstep. You know what I say? Koikimedia bringing the. So when I am doing my own program, there are many of them that will be doing their program. Why some they are not doing live program? They are doing audio recording. So we will be reading from some of that as well later. And why some are in article, why some are doing a lot of other things. And I have a lot of freelance. Money brother, I'm in America. that can give me news anytime I need news in New York. If I need news in Miami, I will see Aziz. Aziz will take Wale. If I need news in Canada, I have people in Canada. In Turkey, I have people. They'll say, Koiki, do you know that there was an earthquake? That is why Yoruba land is a peaceful land. You've never heard about earthquake in Yoruba land. And earthquake. There is earthquake yesterday in Turkey. Let's go back to Taure one more time. Please, what you can do is just share. Mokibugo grandma, Mokibugo grandpa, Moni Elni Omoto Danto. You have a great journalist that you can rely on. You just put it at the back of your mind that you have this journalist. This journalist inside this Yoruba nation, is strong for mind, strong for body. You think that there will not be rally? There will be rally. Somebody sent a message to me and said they saw it in the dream that Awobale Yoruba she ajo. And I want us to really pray on this because those kings they are the most wicked, terrible. Not all of them, but majority of them. Arákùnrin send the VN sí mi pé kí n jọ̀ọ́ àwọn rí lójú àlá pé àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ń ṣe àjò, wọ́n ń ṣe oògùn, kò ń ṣe àjò, ọ̀tọ̀ ni àjò. Àjò ni pé kíyàn ṣe nǹkan pé kíyàn má rí ewu. Ọ̀tọ̀ bá ń ṣe oògùn, that's what I should be saying. Wọ́n ń ṣe oògùn pé kí Yorùbá kó má ṣe rally tàṣọ pé ń bọ̀. Pé kí èdè àìyedè wà láàrin àwa tí a gbé Yorùbá nation dání tí a fi ní ṣe rally. But okay, no problem. Ìyẹn náà tẹ̀dá bẹ́ẹ̀. At least we are aware now that our kings wọ́n ṣe oògùn pé kí a má bàa ṣe rally. That means they are scared. They know that the rally is going to expose a lot of things. Because I'm a play Taore, Mumbo. Because Ọba tó bá tako rally, a jẹ́ pé ọba yẹn kò ní láti jẹ́ ọba nílẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ nìyẹn. Because there's no point. So, whether the dream is in reality, whether you believe it or not, let us continue to also pray that rally will hold because it is a serious matter. Tọ́ba Yorùbá, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, tọ́ba lọ ń ṣe àjò pé kí a má ṣe rally, it means that there is a lot at stake. So let's go back to Tahore and learn more about why we Africans, we Yorubas, must hold firm, must be very strong. Bàbá mi Olúkáyọ̀dé ní ṣé ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ṣe jí ni, so my voice also will start picking up gradually. So the solution we need is revolution because Nigeria is not functioning again. Thank God, you, my dear brother, God will continue to protect you. Amen. And your family, Ashe. Well done. I am Reverend Joe Adeoye. So Reverend Joe Adeoye is not against Yoruba nation. He's not against Beki Ren could liberate out of the mess that Britain created. I come back to you, Mokibabami Amodu Latif. You are new to Koikimedia. You've never come across this page. Now that you've come across it, let us continue to invite more people. Bishop Adeshina says, and I quote, then Fulani will take over their throne. And we don't want that. So we have to rescue all our kings from Oni of Ife to Alaafin, to Awujale, to Ewe of Edo, to wherever they are in Lagos State. And if you're thinking that Elegushi and those kind of other Obas and Oluwo want Yoruba to break up, you will not realize that they don't want it. Hello, Elegushi. On Instagram. I'm not joking. They are living their fullest life. Why you, an average Yoruba man, you're against Yoruba people. Good morning. From here in my studio in Africa is exactly 3:23 a.m. Emma Wagbagbe, owó la fi ń ṣiṣẹ́. I get worried when people call me and say, my family was kidnapped and we pay amount of money like this. And I'm like, wow. Not that they have the money, but they have to source it. A family called me, I will not mention the name of the country that the family currently are. Inye mama onitong, and I will not tell you the state for security reason. What kidnap ọmọ Yoruba náà ni. Mo kí grandma Lee Ajayi. Only good morning, White Lion. Well done for a good job at all times. The Lord will continue to be with you. It's now 10:23 p.m. in New York. New York, baby. I've never been to America, but I pray one day I will be in America. My mom has been going to America as far back as 1980. Let's listen to Traore without any interruption. Ejeka Farabalegbo inti President Traore, the youngest president in the world that wants to be eliminated at all costs because he's fighting the globalists.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations in this world. You voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No, you are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands, the wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. And you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give into manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war. Stay focused and stay strong.
Ororeo, my people, let's learn from each other. Moke Abdullahi Omobolaji Eyoti Gowosha. How many people want freedom? How many people wants to be free? How many people wants to discourage? How many people wants to save a shit old country that Britain created? Britain that was a survivor looking for how to survive and came to Africa. Divide Africa, stole the hell out of Africa and created Nigeria and want us to remain one Nigeria. Are you ready to fight to defend Yoruba land? Are you ready to sacrifice to defend Ile Yoruba? Or are you going to be a coward and sit back and still wait for same Britain that took our parents as slaves, our grandparents, our children, our mothers, nursing mothers, they were sleeping with them for free. They don't pay for a lot of things where they do for our parents. The British soldier were having sex. One bounce back to back. Moki baba mi Ajunwon Kolawole. Omobolaji says, I want to be free. So I want to go for free. You think that Britain cares about your life? They don't care about your life. You think America care about you? Let's look at what America is talking about, that they would deal with Africa. It's a nice time to be alive. Moki, let me put on my glasses because I'm straining my eyes. It's not good for me, according to my optician. These glasses keeps, every time I have to clean it. So dirty. Who is going to support this man? Stop paying for Fulani terrorists. Let us pay Koikimedia, the YSDM, to have enough money to fight back. Bishop Adesina said, me, I want to be free. That is why I am doing my own part from the financial services. I can tell you that there is now more people that are awakening from the lies. How can you go and be listening to British media? The same British that lied about everything, you go and listen to them. You go and listen to American media. You don't want Koikimedia. Adi, you're waiting for Fox News. Babami Bamidele Aliu, Wani Koiki, me, I want to be free. Moki Aristo, Moki Mr. Smith Taiwo, I am your last man standing. I will wake the spirit out of you. You will wake up, you will not even know when you will start doing what you don't want to do. We will fight back every enemy on Yoruba land. If they kill us, we will take them out as well. It's just a matter of time. Yoruba land belongs to us. We will defend it. Moki Onwaki, Moki Mr. Binga on Twitter. It is cheaper for you if you want to listen on the Mix LR. It is already live every day. I pay $30 every month for it. It's not free. Fund this organization called Koikimedia. You'll be amazed how many things can be done to liberate our people using the power of the media. The little resources that you are giving us, we are using it. In the last 3 days, I have spent 150,000 just to equip our staff to change the method of their internet services. I have purchased a full router for them with full access to more internet so that they can do more. Over 150,000. Each router costs about 50-something thousand. And every month I will have to top it up with a lot of money. That means that we are increasing the capacity so that they can continue to reach out. Some of them might not even be live with you, but what they will do, I don't want to tell you online. They go to the remote areas and they will play video for them and say, this is my mobile phone speaker. Even if it's 1 hour. I remember somebody called me and said, Mr. Koiki, every time I think he's a bus driver. Every time he's driving his bus, he plays my audio. And people are asking, which radio station is this one? They say, this one will be radio station. No, this one is Yoruba Nation. I can spot my wife have joined me. I'm not sure why she's not sleeping. I told her, she did not listen to me. Good morning, my sweetheart. I am your last man standing. Yoruba Nation will be free because this country is not a country. Who said so?
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay.
But like if we are not Nigerians. Gullible Nigerians will be telling you, no, we are born. Are you not in Nigeria? Didn't you live here before? Idiot. If a lot of our parents have fought hard, this name, Nigeria, would have been destroyed about 30 years ago. But most of them are criminals, not our parents, the politicians. Criminals. Criminal politicians want us to save Nigeria. Babangida would like to save Nigeria because Babangida is a criminal. And he will never rise with his feet again. He will die shitting in his pan. They will continue to use pampers, double pampers, because he cannot know when he's going to shit and when he's going to wee. He's not going to die anytime soon. The same with Gowanda, kill Biafra. Every single one of them will pay for the crime calling us one Nigeria. Nigeria will divide and nobody will stop it. If you like, say you no go divide. That is your own cup of tea. It will divide because we're not Nigerians. Britain created Nigeria. Some of you don't even enjoy Britain. Me, I have enjoyed Britain for 27 years. Do you know what that means? 2 decades of my life. You, where you are calling yourself Nigeria, you never enjoy Nigeria. Me, I have enjoyed Britain for 27 years and I'm still enjoying it. So I wonder when some of you come up and say, we are going to save Nigeria, I am an expert, you're going to be listening to all these, your influencers on social media. All these ones that are making money out of their influence against gullible Nigerians, telling you that Nigeria one day will be a better place. I see them all the time on social media. If you like, listen to Reno. Reno stole so much shit when Jonathan was in power. They will not tell you that they stole money. He was able to buy his property, I'm sure. He has more serving me as much as I wanted to serve me. So we're struggling. Serving me as much as I wanted to serve me. So we're struggling. So, but like Barolong, have another internet service provider, but I just have to have the money available. Good morning, Mr. Olamide Aliu. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá. Akeem Ọlárewájú mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi dárúkọ yín. Ẹni tó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lódù àpapọ̀ Ọlákúnlé ìyẹn ti gbowó ṣá. Good morning to you, Alhaji Lukman, Mr. Kende Agbatomida. I want to be free Koiki and I am ready to sacrifice. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tẹ́mi wá máa bá lọ. Bàbá mi ọmọ Bíọ́dún Grace Chapel. Àwọn ṣe prayer tán, I'm sure, because àwọn wòlíì ò kí ń tètè sùn. And these ones say the fact, they are not like Baba Deboye. Baba Deboye cannot tell you the truth. I tell you all the time. Baba Deboye ò lè sọ títọ́ kankan má. Ìyá àdúrà ò lè sọ títọ́ kankan mọ́. Tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ títọ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá ọmọ ọba Bíọ́dún Grace Chapel, lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa Adébáyọ̀ Máyọ̀wá, àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, àwọn tó sì ń títọ́ nìyẹn, bàbá má sunkún mọ́. And many of these are our mothers that are telling us the truth. The end of Nigeria is where we are right now. Nigeria will break up and nobody can stop it.
Language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
No, we are. Tell us where we are Nigerians. Which part is Nigerian? Is it Igbo people that are Nigerians? Is it Hausa people that are Nigerian? Benny, Baba Sukumo of Egbaland. Good morning once again. This is life. Yeah, it's 3:42 a.m. in the morning from Africa. Mokiwa kwe karo ekabo. Àṣeyọrí ni tiwa máa ṣe, àní ṣàṣetì lórúkọ Jésù. Lágbára àwọn onílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní kò ní ṣe é ṣe, ojú ayé yín náà ló ti máa ṣe é ṣe. Kò ní ṣẹ̀yìn yín. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá jẹ́ alátakò, ayé yìí náà lájọ máa rí pé Yorùbá máa bọ́. Don't be deceived that this country called Nigeria cannot break up. Yugoslavia. How many people know the name Yugoslavia? Àwọn ọmọ bàbá mi, my dad's first children. You know we are a big family. Many of us. My dad had many children. The first 2 children were sent to Yugoslavia then to go and study. Root to mom, see me more dadani. My mom has been there before the breakup of Yugoslavia. So I wonder when some of you wake up and say, hey, how are you going to break Nigeria? Is Tinubu going to help you? You think Tinubu cares about your life? Tinubu now, they've given him another engine that can run for 3 months before he returns back to France for more medical treatment. He cannot even believe and trust Nigeria medical system to revive him and give him what it takes. Moki Babame Nicholas, good morning. Just like Buhari was running to London, Tinubu was running to France as well. They cannot trust the Nigeria system. Yugoslavia break up and the world did not come to an end. Nigeria will break up either by war, by peace, by crisis, by anarchy. It does not matter. I don't give a shit. The end of Nigeria, we shall witness it. And we will fight it from every angle. We will fight using the prayer. We will fight it using everything, just like Kaore said. Torí àwọn alátakò wà láàrin wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn tó jẹ́ alátakò àkọ́kọ́, àwọn lọ ba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo ẹnu ni mo fi sọ. Wàhálà tá à ń ṣe kò jẹ́ ká ṣe rárá tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá support. But alátẹnujẹ ló pọ̀ jù nínú wọn. Some of them are looking for brand new SUV. Imagine. They just want a car that can take them to party. Kó wá gbádá, kó máa jọ̀gbá báyìí. Kí a máa jà àwọn ọmọ wọn káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. There is no more care from all our obas, probably maybe few of them. No, I don't have any link to bring you in. It's a direct YouTube channel. Me, I don't do all this StreamYard. It's people that have StreamYard that send this link out, people come in and talk. Me, I just open phone line, but right now, we are not taking calls at the moment. People that have StreamYard, they send you link and you come in and you come and talk. So Moki Bubuale can say, but maybe during the course of the program, before I run out, I might open the phone line. What was the reason that Yugoslavia, what was the reason? Why did Yugoslavia break up? That, you know, people are going to ask you, why is Nigeria going to break up? Simple question, right? It's ethnic tension. You go and bring Igbo people, we don't understand Yoruba, you put them together. That one is even very hot. Now you go bring Hausa, you put them on top again. You go bring Ijaw people, you add them. Okay? We are still trying to understand each other. You now went to bring Fulani inside it as well, making 5. And you are saying you will have a country. For where? Which part of Nigeria you think you are coming from? Why did Yugoslavia break up? Simple question that needs an answer. I'm going back to an article from a website called pescanic.net, as in P-E-S-C-A-N-I-K. And I hope it's in English. Okay, Otibami translated. Thank you so much, Nicholas. All hail Biafra. Pescini. And the writer of this article is called Vladimir Gligorov. Gligorov. This article was posted in July, the 10th of July, 2021. And the headline says, breakup of Yugoslavia was not inevitable. Let's go and look at the English meaning of inevitable.
Inevitable.
It was just not certain to happen. Unavoidable.
Inevitable.
So when people say Nigeria cannot break in Jesus' name, you think Jesus is as stupid as you. Idiot all over the place. The number to the WhatsApp, but do not call now, but the number to the WhatsApp for future call is +44 74 044 05 917. +44 74 04 405 917. When somebody say, what is the meaning of
inevitable?
Oshuopa to happen. You know when Yoruba say, oh sure, pa, you know, especially those Agbero, those Omota, ma guen pa, toba ni wa guen pa, to ba sa, o ma guen. Walai. If Agbero say he go choke you, you no run, he go choke you and nothing go happen because he go run away and they no go catch up. Toba ti wonu agbole kon, bara. You know where these people they fight? Like, ma guen. Toba no ma guen, to sa ma guen apa ni o. O ma guen ma apa ni, so you better run away. And nobody will do any forensic check to know who killed you. Many innocent deaths in that contraction that we can never find out who did it until we have a country like Yoruba country, and we will now use science and technology. We fingerprint that event that happened 30 years ago, put it on the data, and the data will run. You know when you're watching a movie, yesterday I was watching a movie, I didn't finish watching it on Netflix, The Bullet Train. How many of you have watched it? Bullet Train. You know Bullet Train. Train where they run up to 250 kilometers per hour from one end of a country to the other, from China to Tokyo, 250 kilometers per hour. Call it bullet train. So when we say that Nigeria will break, some say Nigeria cannot break. Jesus will not make Nigeria break. Did you consult Jesus and Muhammad when they were created? You think Lugard and Britain consulted Jesus Christ? Oh, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy be thy kingdom. Allah Akbar. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We are now going to establish this country called Nigeria. Did they make any consultation with any of these three religions? So why do you not want me to believe that Baba Deboye is telling you the truth? Baba Deboye is telling you the lie. The number again is +447404405917, but we're not taking calls right now. If you go on my website on Facebook, you'll find my number there. But that is the number, the studio line. Look at Jesus. Allah bless Nigeria. Shut up your mouth. Bless Nigeria. Shit. You think Jesus is stupid like most of us. Yugoslavia was a strong country, but there's an ethnic tension inside it. One ethnic, one dominate the other, just like we are witnessing in Nigeria today. Fulani will be part of Nigeria. They came from Sahel. They don't get land. Now they believe that Nigeria is their land and they can do anything. I pray we do not end up into a civil war. I pray. But you think that people will sit back? Àwọn èèyàn jókòó tatarata mo kíyà mi Fúnmilọ́lá Bello. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. And nothing will happen. You cannot do anything. All right. Let's look at the English dictionary.
Inevitable.
The war was inevitable. It could have been avoided if the government was doing the needful to stop the killings of innocent Nigerians on a daily basis. In Plateau State, in the southeast, in Oyo, in Kwara, every part of Nigeria is boiling. But we are not fighting because of Fulani alone. We want to take back our stolen identity. Britain is one of the criminals that took our identity and brainwashed a lot of us and say, you know what? Why not call yourself Nigeria and use English and be one country?
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria?
Where is Nigeria as a country? Where is Nigeria as a country? I'm sure you'll be pointing to say it's in West Africa. So where is Yoruba land? So if you say Nigeria is your state, so where is Yoruba land? Who owns the land? Is it Nigeria that owns that land? Oh, so 1812, oh, gbọ́ nípa Ọ̀yọ́ Empire rí. Oh, gbọ́ nípa Ilé-Ifẹ̀ rí. This Ori Olokun, one is with the British government by Metropolitan Police. This one is with British police. The cast of this Ori Olokun, which is just behind there as well, you can see it. You can see it briefly. The head is called Ori Olokun. According to BBC, Ori Olokun, Ori Olokun, BBC, Nigeria. According to BBC, Olokun, okay, I think I didn't even spell it right. I should just put Olokun. I'm coming in. Good morning and welcome to, I got the article here. Ori Olokun. Okay, this one is even telling me Netherlands to return stolen Benin bronze to Nigeria. That's not even the one I need. This is not the one I need. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. Apparently, I'm reading it now from Premium Times, but I can take it back and rephrase it back to Google because I want to read it from BBC. Because now BBC we trust. We don't trust any other one. The same BBC, like I told you yesterday, that cannot confirm that Simon Ekpa will return back to Nigeria. Go and watch that video I did about Simon Ekpa. It is worth everything that we said on it. Now, let me take you to this article. We'll come back to Yugoslavia. Mokiba Bawa Idris. This article was posted by your favorite BBC, the British Bias Corporation. Nigeria Ife Ed. You see, it don't go better for Britain. Nigerian Ife Ed. Instead of them to say Yoruba Ife Ed, they are using the word Nigerian Ife Ed. Is it Nigeria that produced this thing 600 years ago? Well, I'm hearing the same news, but I can't confirm it, that the Fulani attacked, Benin Republic military base. I've seen videos, but I can't authenticate which of the military base. But, it is what it is with news. You have to verify it properly. OLAKUNLE does which one is Nigerian Ife Ed? Okay, let me show you the Ed very well. This is my flag that I keep with me here. Which one is Nigerian Ife Ed? Does the Ife Ed knows what is Nigeria? Okay. Imagine Britain is telling us that this is Nigerian Ife Ed, and a stupid Yoruba man and woman will confront, we believe that nonsense. Do you know that this, I'm going to read it now, this, as at the time top producer, could you see the kind of technology that we have today? So Oyinbo people are so jealous to know, how did we made this? It was not just one. There were many of them, but I think there's about 8 left. So one got stolen out of Nigeria, found its way to Switzerland. They returned it back to Nigeria, and as usual, a corrupt country, somebody stole it again, and it ended up in Netherlands. From Netherlands, they sold it as an auction for less than 200 euro. The person who buyer knows the value, brought it to London, wanted to resell it back. That is where it was intercepted. This thing where they look is older than Nigeria. In 10 will over me. Everybody can say it. I'm sure everybody can say it now. It's older than Nigeria. Older by Nigeria. So the question then is, why should we leave this one and believe anything they're telling us about Nigeria? Nicholas says, Koiki, you know why I used to ask some idiot in my own ethnic? Let me read that comment quickly before we move further. You know what I used to ask some idiot in my own ethnic? That name Nigeria and the name of your own village, which one is older than other? You see, the thing about Nigerian is that they'll be proving nonsense and jagbajantis. You know we are too educated. We don't read too much book. You will see them online. Your favorite online dog, that will not be Nigeria, but it's outside Nigeria, but it's always saying that Nigeria will be better. No, it doesn't say Nigeria will be better, it's just disagree. But most of them are meant to encourage us that we should break away. But these influencers, Tibari drink. These influencers of yours, they're not going to do anything. You're expecting Tunde Ednon to come and tell you that Nigeria should break. What do you concern Tunde Ednon with your life? Anyway, let's move further swiftly. Let me read the article. And I can tell you that I made inquiries about this Nigeria Ife Ed with the Metropolitan Police in London. I made an inquiries under the Freedom of Information. And I'm going to my email now to tell you what the British police told me about this information that I requested. It took some time. I did not have to pay for it. So I'll start with where I started my request. I made a request to the Metropolitan Police on Saturday, October 14, 2023, by sending them an email. Let's read what I told them. Request to know all the information held on Nigerian Ife Ed, why police are holding a priceless sculpture. That was my headline. I made this request, and this is how I phrase it. I said, dear sir and madam, read Nigeria Ife Ed. Let's start recording quickly. Good morning once again, and welcome to Koikimedia. Please do share the program and invite others to do as well. That is the only way you can help this channel to grow so that we can deliver many Nigerians that are praying through Baba Deboye that Nigeria will be great, through Kumoye, all these criminal actors. We continue to tell us to go and pray for Nigeria, that it will be better for Nigeria, even though it no go better for Nigeria. There is no amount of your effort that it will be better for Nigeria. It no go better for Nigeria is as simple as that. Koiki, is it because you're not in Nigeria? Yeah, you no go better for Nigeria. Yes, it's because I'm not in Nigeria, idiots. So now, let's start our recording quickly so that those that do not have access to internet would have privilege to listen, and I need to shut down my Wi-Fi because I don't want anybody to call in. I should have started 1 hour ago, but it's still okay. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. Orúkọ tèmi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Aago 4 ó kọjá ìṣẹ́jú 3. Òun náà ni a wà lórí ìkànnì wa lẹ́ni ní 24th of April 2025. A ti ń bá ọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ láti bí wákàtí kan, àmọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú lórí VN tí a tún fẹ́ create. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa orí olókun tó wà lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá nílùú United Kingdom. Tí èmi journalist Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí mo make a request under Freedom of Information tá à ń pè ní FOI pé mo fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa ìdí tí ọlọ́pàá ṣe di orí yìí mú. Orí olókun yìí a ṣàlàyé bó ṣe dé ibẹ̀ àti pé ìdí tó ṣe wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let's go further into it. Dear sir, madam, read Nigeria Ife Ed Why UK police are holding a priceless sculpture. I am OLAYOMI KOIKI, a journalist and the chief editor of Koikimedia, registered and based in the United Kingdom. Under the FOI, I would like to know all the information held on this Nigeria Ife bronze held by the police after reading the article on the BBC. It stated that this Ife bronze is with the Metropolitan Police because this is in the public interest, especially for the Yoruba's indigenous people that would like to know the reasons why this sculpture is being held in the United Kingdom with the police. This sculpture is from the southwest of Nigeria called Ile-Ife, and below is one of our royal father in the picture with the same sculpture in the 20th century, because this same sculpture then in the 20th century was displayed in the United Kingdom when one of the Oni of Ife traveled to display them. That was the 49th Oni of Ife. Ife bronze heads and effigies, the 20th century. And I'll give the picture for those that are watching me right now on Facebook. And when we download the video later, the rest of you will rewatch the video and you can see the image. So what I'm doing now, I'm adding that at the back of my screen, not you. You will not be able to see it, but those that are watching me on Facebook will have the privilege to see how one of our Oni of Ife during the 20th century traveled with all these bronze to United Kingdom for display. And today, one of it is being held by the Metropolitan Police that I have asked under Freedom of Information to know. Now, let's go further. Now, when I made this request, as usual, the Metropolitan Police reached out back to me on the Monday, 21st of November, 2023 at exactly 3:35 p.m. Dear OLAYOMI KOIKI, Freedom of Information request reference number. I was given a reference number. I will not give you that. I write in connection with your request for information which was received by the Metropolitan Police Service, MPS, Nigeria till Jesus, and no, I'll not use that phrase. Nigeria till thy kingdom come. You will never get any freedom of information from the police. If we remain one Nigeria, what I have just done, many journalists in Nigeria, Shoyombo, Showore, and the rest will never have access to ask Nigerian police for information, and they'll reply you, and you will get information back on it. I note you seek access to the following information, which I already spoke about. They rephrase it back to me. I am sorry to inform you that we have not been able to complete our response to your request by the date originally stated. They have 21 days to start with. Ijotibati make inquiry under FOI in the UK, and anybody that lives in the UK knows this. They have 21 days to reply you back. They failed to start with that, and they're apologizing. Your request is still in progress. I will endeavor to get a response to you as soon as possible. May I apologize for any inconveniences caused. Should you have any further inquiries concerning this matter, please contact me via email. None of your shit-o politicians have a special email that you can write them, they can reply you, not to talk about the police force in that contraction. Moki, good morning. Instagram is going off in 13 seconds, but we're going to come back. Now, they are telling me that they cannot give me that in 21 days, but I did finally got back a feedback from them after many months as well. They replied me back, and I'll share information of what I got from Metropolitan Police. Our lokatiko, then we go back to Yugoslavia. It's just exactly 4 o'clock in the morning. And I say good morning once again. Yoruba Nation is an ongoing movement, and until our demands are met, we are saying no retreat, no surrender. They are now even telling me that if I'm unhappy Imagine they're telling me that Tinumi Obadusi, are you unhappy with how your request has been handled, or do you think the decision is incorrect? I can even make a complaint. You have the right. You see, when Nigerians say you don't have any right in Nigeria. Even though I made a complaint, I made a request, Metropolitan Police is even now telling me in their email that I can still complain. You have the right to require the Metropolitan Police to review their decision. Prior to lodging a formal complaint, you are welcome to discuss the response with the case officer who dealt with your request. Complain. If you are dissatisfied with the handling procedures or the decisions of the Metropolitan Police services made under Freedom of Information Act 2000 regarding access to information, you can lodge a complaint with the MPS to have the decision reviewed. Complaint should be made in writing within 40 working days from the date of the refusal notice and addressed to FOI Information Right PO Box 313, Sidcup Delta Alpha 15 0 Hotel, or to foi@met.police.uk. In all possible circumstances, the MPS will aim to respond to the complaint within 20 days. You see, Nigeria will not get to this stage, and I still don't understand why you want to keep Nigeria. Good morning, Clef. Good morning, Mr. Kunle. Good morning, those of you that have joined us. Now, let's go further to the article and read more, because this article gave us a background. And we go back to Yugoslavia. So let's quickly read the article. British police are keeping a stolen statue worth millions of dollars. This is the statue that I'm talking about. This Oriolokun. In their custody as a dispute raged between a Belgian antique dealer and a Nigerian museum over its ownership. On the 24th of January 2017 was a cold, foggy day in London. At midday, John Axford, of auctioneer of Woolley and Wales, this is where people can sell something like this. You know, that is if it's a genuine one and you have it in your possession, you want to sell it. But this one was a stolen one that ended up in Belgium and was sold as an auction. Was in his office in the upmarket Mayfair, waiting to meet a visitor from Belgium who wanted to show him a sculpture. What sculpture are we talking about? This is the sculpture, the Oriolokun. This Oriolokun, you will know how long it was produced, and then minus that from Nigeria, you will realize that Nigeria is nowhere to be found, as at the time, Oriolokun. He produced this particular beautiful piece, which is this, to this auctioneer, Mr. Axford. It was a bronze cast head, which Mr. Axford, definitely an auctioneer that is in that industry, and because this particular sculpture was declared stolen, you will hear all that in this article. Recognize this as coming from Ife, a Yoruba kingdom, in what is today now called the southwestern Nigeria. So, ó yà mí lẹ́nu fún ọmọ Yorùbá pé ó ń tako kí Yorùbá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Even those that are not Yoruba people, Mr. Axford is A-X-F-O-R-D, Axford, not Oxford. Recognize this as coming from Ife, in what is now known as southwest part of Nigeria today. That is not all you need to know. Originally, Ife bronze head, of which only 20 survived. So we only have 20 of these that survived out of many that were produced. Good morning. Mr. Adeyemi says, Koiki, I'm listening all the way from Manchester. Igbo was in Manchester. You know Igbo is a Man U fan. We were there in October. Let me take that again. Originally, if a bronze, in ten wo lọ́wọ́ mi, là ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Only 20 of it ló kù láyé. Only 20. And out of that 20, one is being held by the Metropolitan Police. I thought they can't even dictate, they can't even give us exactly how long it was produced. But their thought is saying that this Ori Olokun is about 700 years old. Ori Olokun tẹ́ ń wò yìí is about 700 years old. Òun ni nígbà tí wọ́n believe pé wọ́n ṣe. So probability wà pé ó lè ju 700 years old lọ, ó lè jẹ́ bí 2,000 years ago. But according to their own record, Orí Olókun tó wà lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá àti 20 tó kù, which makes it, 1 plus 19 is 20. This article from the BBC, according to Mr. Axford, recognize it pé Ifẹ̀ ló ti wá, which is now called the southwest of Nigeria today. But nígbà tó ṣe tí àwọn lè find out pé ìgbà wo gangan ni wọ́n produce it was about 700 years ago. The question then is, why are you defending something that is just 100 years old? Kò matter Koiki, we can move on. No, we don't want to move on. We are not moving on, we are returning back. So the question now is, ṣé àwọn ọba yín, ṣé wọ́n máa náwọn ọmọ ilé, wọ́n mọ̀ náà, Ọọ̀ni of Ife is aware about all this information I'm giving you today. Aláàfin is aware about this information. All the obas across Yoruba land are all aware that there is a place that has been existing for thousands of years before colonization came in and they colonized us and took us as slaves and changed it to Nigeria. So returning it back to where it is what people are saying, no. Go and vote again in 2027. Your life will be better. Your life will remain miserable in Nigeria as long as you don't want the breakup of Nigeria. So now let's move swiftly. They cast in a tin metal with great skills and striking lifelike among the most magnificent sculpture ever made in sub-Saharan Africa. The most magnificent, as at the time they were making it, there is no computer. As at the time they were making it, there is no technology. So níbo làwọn bàbá yìí ti rí technology tó fi create kìíní? Níbo làwọn ti rí technology tó fi produce kìíní, tó fi ń ṣe display níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn? This kind just does not turn up for commercially, said Mr. Axford. Oh, kò lè gbèrú kan báyìí wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa kó fi wá tà á. Kò possible. Ìyẹn bá pọ̀lọ́pàá. But the sculpture had a hole by the left eye. Ó ti damage níbi tó ti ń jí gbé káàkiri tó ti ń back and forth, which matched the description of a head reported stolen by the United Nations Cultural Organization called UNESCO. Since one of them that remained has been stolen, it was declared under UNESCO. I realized we had a problem, Mr. Axford said. If it was legal, it would be worth 20 million pounds sterling. According to them, they are giving us the value of our own product. You see, you go people. So this product that you're seeing right now, according to Mr. Axford, is worth $24.5 million as at the time this article was written. I told the man it was a wonderful piece, but we can't sell it on his behalf. We had to give it to the police. This is where this end up to be with the police because it's a stolen goods. Did you hear the message? So why am I talking about this? Òun ni pé kí ọmọ Yorùbá lè tún understand pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti exist at least 700 years before Nigeria. So defending Nigeria is like something is wrong with you. And I'll give you the original one as we have it because they took the image, the picture. So I'm going to change my background image again as well and display it for those that are watching me on Facebook. Good morning and thank you for joining us. Eshegoni Mr. Akim Olarewaju. All we want to be free. Even my family in Ibadan told me they are ready for the night vigil. And Mr. Igboho calls. Eshegoni. Yoruba nation is a solution. Do not be deceived by your criminal politicians that Nigeria will be a better place for you and me. That is all lies that can never happen. Okay, why is it not allowing me to save the image? The image is there. Why can't I see it? All right, let's do it this way. Now we're going to go back to Yugoslavia in a minute. Now that you understand that I'm going to put it on Facebook now for the benefit of those of you that want to see the image and you probably never seen it before. I'm going to put the link of the article so that in case they have a cross-check, we give it to you with fact, evidence, and like I said in my broadcast yesterday, none of your media in Nigeria could give us the evidence that Simon Ekpa will be returned back to Nigeria. All they've said is just somebody says so, somebody says so. Even BBC said, Natori, where they read for social media. BBC cannot even confirm it as well. Good morning and welcome once again as we continue. So I am just posting that to Facebook, which I've just done right now. So I've just done that now. You can see it on Facebook. It's a beautiful sculpture and technology as at the time this sculpture was produced does not even exist. No internet, no computer, yet our forefathers were able to build this for us. So those of you on Facebook, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can see it now behind me. Those of you on the YouTube and the rest cannot see it because I'm using a mobile phone to stream. So now, but I'm going to put it on Twitter as well right now. So if you're on my Twitter, you can quickly go and see it, and I'll put it on other platforms. You can see how beautiful this particular sculpture looks, and it is one in a million that we should be happy that our forefathers, our mothers created such a sculpture, and we should be proud of ourselves. But Yoruba people suppose Nigeria because kò ní understanding what Nigeria means to him because kò mọ̀ pé ọmọ Yoruba should not be talking about being a one Nigeria. So I'm posting it also on my post on the WD76, and I'll do so also on the YouTube, on the Koikimedia, so that most of us can just appreciate the work of Babakitoye and Igboho and the others, that are working around the clock to free our mind and free ourselves from the lies and the shackles of the West that continue to tell us that we are Nigerians and we should be proud and happy to be in Nigeria. They even imagine Obama and the rest say, oh, Nigeria, the most populous black nation, yet they can't get a visa to South Africa. It doesn't make sense. And like I said all the time, they need access to the market of the African country, not to talk about European market. So do not believe anything that they tell you. Is just to keep you inside this country called Nigeria. So election is not the discussion on the table. INEC will never change. It will remain the same thing. And I've posted everything as I said. So what we are now going to do is to quickly move on to the next part, which is Yugoslavia. Why did Yugoslavia break up is what we are discussing. We looked at the meaning of inevitable. Is Nigeria likely to break up? Yes. How soon will be subject to you and me to knock it off quickly so that it can dissolve. Àwa la lè ṣe, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń bá wa bá yín ṣe, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa gbà yín sílẹ̀, àwa la láti gbára wa sílẹ̀. And enough is enough. We've had enough of analysis about Nigeria for the last 65 years. and it has still not provided the basic things of life. So why then do you want to save it? Allow it to dissolve. Many countries will be proud of us that we can now have a country to call our own. Many countries will still disrespect and devalue you as a Nigerian only if you have another international passport that is not a Nigerian passport. For as long as you carry a Nigerian passport, the useless passport doesn't have any value. Even within Africa, in European market, the question then is, why not to be proud? We could buy Yoruba passport, Hausa passport, Biafra passport, Ijaw passport. But no, you want to remain like the criminal. Delta State has now moved from PDP to APC. Imagine people voted for them because they are PDP. But all of a sudden, the governor says, no. I have just spoken to Tinubu, and Tinubu is happy that I can change to APC. That is the kind of politicians that runs in that messed up country. So let's move swiftly because of the time, even though I am not in a rush. I want to take us back now to the word again, the meaning of this word.
Inevitable.
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 How do you use it? War was inevitable. Please share the program, loves and like. Remember to follow this channel back to back, the only channel that keeps you up to date with Yoruba Nation self-determination. Now, why did we talk about inevitable? Because, like I said, a website called Pescanik, as in Pescanik, Pescanik, wrote about breakup of Yugoslavia was not inevitable. So let's read. In an interview with Veronica, a senior research associate at We looks back at the 1990 and the proposal, a way forward for the EU to deal with the Western Balkans. Vladimir, you and your family were at the very center of the political development and the turmoil in the former Yugoslavia. How did you perceive the year 1990, which is not too far away? '90 was just around the corner. By 1993, we all thought we were moving into democracy. The Maradona, Babangida said, Abiola, you come. You want to contest, Yoruba man, because we don't give you access to the market in the north. You think, say, you know we Fulani very well. Oh yeah, okay. Go and contest. Start campaign. You have money, Abi. You're going to waste the money. Abiola started moving from one end to the other, campaigning for a future of a better Nigeria. We all know where it ended. But as at that time, Yugoslavia was getting ready for breakup. Today, many countries that came out of it, many Nigerians want to go and live there. If possible, secure their passport. Can you see the difference? In the 90s, during the military, they lied to Abiola, said, go and vote, contest, while another country was breaking up. In fact, 1990 was a year of hope. At the end of 1989, a new economic program had been introduced to stabilize the country. It went from hyperinflation in 1989 to a complete stability in 1990. Incomes increased when prices stabilized as a result of the fixed exchange rate regime, and the country prospered. People felt quite happy, at least until September or October. Politically, the story was rather different. One might say that the train left the station ahead of the schedule, and you could see the imminent train crash somewhere down the road. Like I say, I watched a movie on Netflix called The Bullet Train, where somebody planted a bomb inside the train. By the end of that year, the economic miracle had collapsed. You see, when I hear Tinubu and the same set of his criminal cabinet telling us, Nigeria is coming up to a great place economically, everywhere will be fine. Osinbajo said more than that for 8 years with the criminal Buhari, a Fulani terrorist. Osinbajo, one of our best, Osojubelo, Bokini Ende. You know, when Osinbajo is doing that meeting, he will put on his glasses like this. He's so focused. He's always having that something in his hand with the iPad, like a man that is serious that wants to save Nigeria. Osinbajo. Fulani destroy his image. They even destroy his sanity because he lied all the way through for 8 years. That's why I call him the short man devil. If you ever go and listen to Osinbajo again and tell you, I am a Christian, tell him to shut up. Which Christian? You lied for 8 years to Nigerians. Oparo Jukilo Dalelo. Criminal Yoruba man, another criminal Yoruba man. I chased him when he came to London. All his DSS or security service that came with him were shocked that they couldn't do anything for me. They were watching me. I had a conversation with them behind the camera. They said I was lucky I am not in Nigeria. I said, that's why I can do what I'm doing right here, because it's a freedom of speech. One of them eventually, because I know him personally, I'll not give too much details. He don't run out of Nigeria right now with his family and the wife and the children. He traveled with Osinbajo. He was one of my intelligent inside Osinbajo as at the time. I knew everything I wanted to know around Osinbajo, where he moves and where he goes. I will leave the rest. You read it in my book in the future. I knew everything about Osinbajo as I wanted to, because I also had somebody that I planted inside his government. The guy said to me after that day, when I met up with him, these are people that traveled ahead of Osinbajo, if Osinbajo is traveling to any country. So I knew Osinbajo was coming to London. When this man eventually told me after what I did for Osinbajo, he said that I was very lucky that I never came to Nigeria during that period. They were really looking for me. They were worried how I disgraced Osinbajo with the rest of the Yoruba people that went to campaign. Remember, that was when Osinbajo come and talk about how to bring light in Africa. He came to do a presentation at one of the universities. You imagine Osinbajo could not return back out from the door he came in. They had to take him through another door to escape him out. He left his vehicle. He left his vehicle, because I knew the car, because the guy told me the car that Osinbajo will go back with. So I already told people to stay with that vehicle, that car Osinbajo mabalo lele. Eventually, Osinbajo ran away. So let's go back to this article. So when they're and the reason why I'm talking about Osinbajo, because Osinbajo was in charge of the economic of Nigeria at the Buhari time. While today, Tinubu is in charge of economy, Shetima is in charge of security. And I'm sure you know what is happening in the contraction today. Please share the program, invite others to join. There is still a lot to cover, and it is just coming up to 4:33 a.m. Very soon, the call of the Azan, I will start hearing it from my window here. And I can always say, we're not fighting for a religion. We're fighting to save ourselves from the contraction country that Britain put together. Let's move forward. So by 1990, economic situation in Yugoslavia don't collapse. And if you look at Nigeria today, Nigeria is also in the direction, economically, it has gone. collapse, the average Nigerian is struggling. Serbia was basically went bankrupt. And please do remember to support Koikimedia. It is voluntary donation. Every penny is needed to make this organization to move forward and do a lot. Everybody started to prepare for the looming dissolution. So when we are telling you, some of you are always like, why should I save my Naira into Ruba? Okay, move it and save it to another place where you can secure your money. Because if Nigeria go boom, you can lose your money. For those that have it, if you don't have it, you don't have to worry. All the account details to support Koikimedia is already on the screen, either through the Kofi, the local account, the current account in the UK, or the PayPal Musa Kalam one at yahoo.com, as in Mike, Uniform, Sarah, Alpha, Kilo, Alpha, Lima, Mike, 1. Or you can do the OPay, 6104290167. I repeat that again, 610-429-0167, or the First Bank 3096808848. All your donations are well important for this particular organization. Let's go further. One day by 1990, indicator started pointing, Yugoslavia go break, Serbia went bankrupt, no money again. And they started to prepare for the looming dissolution. When Slovenia and Croatia held their independent referendum in June 1991, everything just fell apart. Let's take a look at the Biafra. The Biafra told us that by November last year, they will make what they called Biafra to come back. Some Nigerians say it's not going to happen. It eventually went ahead in Finland, even with the situation with Simon in Finland. That did not stop it, even though they're having a lot of issues right now. By the time the Yoruba can make more extra push, Tabale push DSC, Sherry Town Biafra Tishetele, with our own push, Nigeria will just fall apart. But Taba sit back and interconnection every day, we come and talk, and we are not moving in the direction to collapse Nigeria. Things will not move forward. Things will remain the same way as it is. Ìdítaṣẹ́ sọ fáwọn èèyàn ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ lè push out so that we can collapse Nigeria, because Nigeria is already very fragile. And in tó bá dẹ̀ wà fragile, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ káàárọ̀. I'm recording, so I won't be mentioning names so that it doesn't continue to filter in the VN that we are recording. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. 4:37 a.m. April 24th, 2025. 5 o'clock Otilu, as at the time we're recording and making this live video. So in Timon, I am using Yugoslavia as my presentation this morning. So Nigeria cannot break up. Yugoslavia break up because of many reasons and factors. One of it was the ethnic tension. We will never be given referendum in Nigeria. So if anybody says, Koiki, they will give you a referendum. No, what we should prepare for is a full declaration out of Nigeria officially, and that's it. Referendum. The question is who? You will never get a referendum from the Constitution. Your senator are not going to give you. Your state house of assembly are not going to give you. Your governors will not support it. Your obas will not support it. So how do you plan to exit Nigeria? That is why people are saying that could be possible. Ìdí táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe sọ pé kò lè possible nìyẹn, because they are thinking that it is not going to be easy for you to come out of Nigeria with the powerful gladiators in Nigeria. And the question is, who are the powerful gladiators that we cannot confront? Is it Tinubu? If we look at Tinubu himself, and Obasanjo and the rest of them, Bode George and BC Akonde, they are very fragile. The people that are defending them are just the security that surround them. But if we can hit them hard, the security will run away and there will be no security surrounding them. Just for, argument. Obasanjo le sáré bó ṣe wà yẹn mọ́ nísìn. If wahala start now, Obasanjo will take a very slow pace to come out from his bedroom downstairs so that they can rescue him through Benin Republic and take him through Togo and board airplane from Ghana and will end up in UK. They are not as strong as most of us are thinking. Oh, need that strength. But what they are relying on is the Nigerian security. And somebody from the inside told me this yesterday, and I wrote it. Koiki, your police force in the whole police force in Nigeria is 400,000. Gbogbo ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ ń rí nínú Nigeria lẹ́nìí is 400,000. The whole Nigerian military is 300,000. But they are trained because the country has been running for 65 years. They are well trained, but they are not trained enough now to defend Nigeria against the invaders. You know why? Because they are no longer the kind of Nigerian military that we knew that fought to protect lives and property and also defend humanity outside across Nigeria. We now have infiltrators in the Nigerian military. So going by the two most important security network in Nigeria, the police and the army, they are not up to 1 million. The question is, can they take out the whole of Yoruba land if a rally is held in 191 local government simultaneously? Tí rally bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ simultaneously across 191 local government, do we have enough personnel to checkmate what is happening in each of these local governments? The answer is no. The question then is, what is delaying us? Kí ló ń dá wa dúró? So you can see that the country has trained police and trained army. There's no doubt about it. Even though they are not well funded, kept very well, well equipped, does not mean that they don't have weapons at each of their disposal. And don't think that the country doesn't have enough military weapon to fight the military, to fight security, but they will use it to fight innocent Nigerians. They have it in their catchment. And another intelligence, I don't know how true it is, made it clear to me that the reason why Lagbaja was killed was he wanted to use some of these brand new equipment that they just keep somewhere. They just close it in the north, in their barracks. He wanted to use it to fight the Fulani terrorists, and somebody was not happy, and we know what ended up. Lagbaja was killed. So, not that Nigeria doesn't have all this equipment, but Nigeria is not yet prepared to use it to defend Nigeria against the terrorists, because the terrorists itself are the one in charge of the country. Tinubu is not the one in charge. It's a weaker element. So let's go back again to why did Yugoslavia break up is what we are reviewing this morning. Yugoslavia was not inevitable. There was nothing they could do. It was just going to break up. So there's nothing that you can do. It does not matter whether it would happen tonight, tomorrow, by this year, next year. Nigeria is going through the direction that it's going to break up because everybody can say it. So Slovenia and Croatia held their independent referendum in June 1991, 2 years before Abiola went into campaign to become the president. He was eventually killed 32 years after. Babangida say, Yoruba people, no worry. I don't kill your son, but just forgive me. What role did ethnicity play among ordinary people in the former Yugoslavia with a question mark? What role is ethnicity playing today in Nigeria? Was it really such an issue, or was it mainly triggered by political elite who were pursuing different objectives. Yugoslavia was construed. Let's look at the meaning of that word, construed. What is the meaning? Construed.
Construct.
Construct, rather.
Construct.
And the past tense will be constructed. Build, make something. Typically, you build a road. In Yoruba land today, all the roads that are built are going nowhere. It's a shit hole as nothing. So what we are telling you today is that Yugoslavia was not a country that will hold for a very long time. They tried to keep it together, but the tension was building on a daily basis until everybody said we go our separate ways, and they're pleased that they've been able to do so. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, and you're watching a live transmission from my studio in Africa, where we're transmitting this morning at exactly 4:45 a.m. Constructed. Yugoslavia was constructed just like Nigeria. Britain constructed Nigeria on multi-ethnic state. Multi-ethnic state. That is what Nigeria was built on. Multi-ethnic. And I want to look at the word, the meaning of
multi-ethnic,
when somebody say
multi-ethnic,
Tabani,
multi-ethnic,
Kilongpeni,
multi-ethnic,
made up of or relating to people of several ethnic groups. Ẹ̀yà oríṣiríṣi, ẹ̀rẹ́ oríṣiríṣi, ẹ̀yà olélè, ẹ̀yà àwọn Kanuri, àwọn lè náà wà ní Nàìjíríà, àbúlà àwọn lè wà. Ẹ̀yà olélè, ẹ̀yà Yorùbá, ẹ̀yà olélè, àwọn Igbo, Hausa. And that is why today, if you look at Nigeria, you realize that according to the AI overview on Google, Nigeria is ethnically diverse, with Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbos groups being the largest, accounting for approximately 70% of the population. There are an estimate 250 ethnic groups in the country, and you expect something to work. How? That is why nothing has worked for 65 years. Because agenda wa yàtọ̀ síra wa. Agenda Yoruba yàtọ̀ sí Igbo. Igbo yàtọ̀ sí Hausa. And there's nothing like Hausa Fulani. Hausa is different from Fulani. And many Nigerians still think that we will be united. The major ethnic groups, there's nothing like Hausa Fulani. There is Hausa, there is Fulani. But this Google is also bracketing it as Hausa Fulani, predominantly in the northern Nigeria, while the Yoruba are predominantly in the southwest, while the Igbo are predominantly in the southeast. Other ethnic groups, Kanuri, located in the northeast, Tiv, located in the north-central region, Ibibo, located in the south-south region. Additional information, the three major groups makes up to 60% of the population. There are many other ethnic groups with smaller population across the country. Nigeria has 527 languages and 1,150 dialects. And they're now telling us the official language is English. You see the fraud. You see how they've been able to manipulate us for many years. Britain is one of the most criminal countries that should have been penalized for this nonsense that they created on top of every one of us. But today, let's look at some of the names of this ethnicity in Nigeria. We go back to Yugoslavia. Igbo people, Yoruba people, Hausa people, Fula people, Kanuri people, Ibibo people, Ijo people, Tiv people, Hausa Fulani, Angas people, Adara people, Bolewa people, Efik people, Edo people, Nupe people, Beron people, Ingezi people, Jewish people, Basag Inga people, Amuda people, Baumunu people, Egon people, Zama people, Anlo Ewi, Boki people, Ono people, Yewa, Kanuri people, Ebira people, Brazilians in Nigeria are kuna, Dandi people, Eda people, Nigerian. So you can tell that Ishekiri people, Ika people, Ingwe people, Ogoni people. Ogoni were the ones that were fighting Abacha that led to the death of Ken Saro-Wiwa in 1995. If we do not destroy the last British Empire, your life will remain miserable until you die. We need to destroy it now. It is affecting the humanity of many. We don't need to be one country. But many idiots will be telling you we're going to restructure Nigeria. What are you going to restructure about people that have different languages, different reasons that they want to move and have their life in different shapes and spheres? Let's go back again. I've given you the meaning of
multi-ethnic.
And as people do ask again, what is the meaning of
multi-ethnic?
In fact, the fact of something including or involving people of several different ethnicity, ẹ̀yà kan náà, tọ́jọ́ wá ń gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn different ẹ̀yà míì. Ẹ̀yà kan làwa, ìran ọmọ Yorùbá, very proud, very hospitality, very hardworking. Ẹ̀yà Igbo náà, very hardworking, very hospitality. Ẹ̀yà Hausa, very hardworking, very hospitality. But when we come together, that does not form a country. That is why the Igbo are saying that they are being marginalized in Nigeria. If Peter Obi becomes the president, he will do the same thing Tinubu is doing. Because Tinubu cannot trust the Igbo people and give them access to as many places within his cabinet, sensitive places. Buhari never did the same thing. Buhari did the same thing by making sure that he cannot trust Yoruba people and give them sensitive places. And that's why, Osibajo was as useless as nothing. Tinubu will make Shetima useless in his cabinet. Have you ever seen Shetima being handed power when Tinubu travels out of the country? Because Tinubu cannot trust Shetima. So why then do we want to remain as one, knowing fully well that we don't trust each other? Trust Arawa. Tinubu doesn't trust. These are Muslim ticket, not to even talk about Muslim Christian. They hated Christians so much that Deborah was lynched to death. The bomb bastard Yoruba man called himself Osibajo kept quiet, never said a jack shit. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup, and my media will do everything to enlighten you on how other countries face the same similar situation, and the best thing they did was everybody left each other. And today, those countries are doing very great. I'll be telling you more about who are those countries that left Yugoslavia. If you can get to this country, your life is far better than the one you're currently living in that shit old country called Nigeria. I can't call your names out because I'm recording, but I say good morning, share the program. That's all I can say. So Yugoslavia was constructed as a multi-ethnic state. It was not primarily the individual, the citizen who was represented in the federal or even the provincial institution. It was the ethnic group. People were very much aware of their ethnic group, and ethnicity was extremely important. If you wanted to build a career, even in academia, you could not solve any political problem without some kind of ethnic justice. Teba wole nisi. In the north, one cutoff mark can be 20, and they can enter Unilag. And a Yoruba man, they're telling you to go and look for 350 before you get to Unilag. They end up in Kwara State University. They can even end up in Ahmadu Bello University, because their cutoff mark has been injustice on their lives. This has been going on for many years. Many things will continue in this direction. The same thing with trying to get a job. Especially many Yoruba people cannot access the Navy, the military. They are not given the opportunity until Tinubu came to power and brought in Egbetokun as Inspector General of Police, even though his tenure has expired, but Tinubu is not letting him to go. For a very long time, Yoruba was not in those positions. The same thing with the Nigerian Port Authority. So the Igbos also want to have this position, but the Yoruba does not trust the Igbo to give them the presidency. will never dare allow Igbo to get to that position. They would rather destroy Nigeria if Tinubu is going to give power to the Igbos after we allow Tinubu to complete his tenure up to 2031. So the option is right there. Tinubu doesn't need 2031 to dissolve Nigeria. He needs the remaining 2 years to dissolve Nigeria. If otherwise, we need to help him to push to where there will be crisis, anarchy, and if there's going to be war, let there be war. It will keep everything back to where it was before. And all your shit-hole politicians from your governors will not liberate you. They are criminals. And many of their children will die. And we can see them already. And I don't give a toss as many of them are dying. I don't care. Many Yoruba people die. So if your children from your past governor die, let them bury them. At least they were able to die in London, die in America. Many innocent Yoruba people die in Ilesha, Ife. Go and watch Shokoti video. 5 Yoruba people die. So nobody is special. If their children die, good luck to them. At least they enjoy life before they die. Many of you have not even slept in air condition since 10 years now, not to talk about since when you were born. So Tobaku, it is the fault of their father that refused to do the needful. And many of them will die this year as well. So let's go further. We have given you the background to how Yugoslavia was a build-up to the breakup in the 90s. That is the build-up that is happening in Nigeria right now. It might be taking its time, but it is inevitable. Nigeria will break. There's no doubt about it. You cannot stop it. If not, it will end up to become more chaotic. Because the North are telling Tinubu, you're not coming back in 2027. Tinubu said, I am the strategist. I will deal with every single one of you. Already Delta has now become an APC. I don't know how true it is, but I'm told Tinubu held a meeting with Fubara in London. And already Bayo Onanuga confirmed that Tinubu was in London, even though we were told he was only going to France. So you see that criminal man, he keeps moving like a criminal. That's how criminal does. He went to France, ended up in London. Maybe Fubara couldn't make it to France. They went to London to have a meeting. I don't have that evidence, but information is already in the public domain that there was something of such. I cannot confirm it. Let's move swiftly. And ethnicity was extremely important. If you wanted to have talked about that, there was a general feeling that your ethnic group would always be in a worse position than the other ethnic groups. The Igbos are saying that, look, we've been marginalized. Give us a chance. Let's be one Nigeria. Yoruba people say, no, I trust in you, I'm Igbo. Imbati. We trust you now, you will do worse than the Fulanis. Then let them go. Allow Biafra to go. So why then are you excited that they want to extradite Simon Ekpa? If they extradite Simon Ekpa, there are more people that will destroy Nigeria from their end. We know that you don't want Igbo to be president. Igbo presidency will never happen in Nigeria, even if we keep Nigeria together for the next 100 years. They will manipulate it. They will continue to tell them, and their leaders on the other side, they are criminals. As long as they are eating money, they don't care. So they are governors, they are representatives, they are criminals. So they are excited that they don't want presidency as long as they're okay. The people were well and always unhappy on account of this perceived ethnic injustice. There's ethnic injustice for the Yoruba people. Likewise, there's ethnic injustice for others. But some people say that it's Yoruba that is causing the problem of Nigeria. The question then is, why is Yoruba want to keep Nigeria? If we are the problem of Nigeria, let's hand over Nigeria back to those that wants to maintain Nigeria, and we can move further and go and establish our own independent country. Igbo will still dominate every part of Yoruba land. There's nothing you can do as long as we remain one Nigeria. You can cry from now to thy kingdom come. They will dominate your market. They will dominate your business. They will do everything to survive in your state, and your governor cannot do jack shit. Sanwo-Olu cannot stop it. You will not have a Yoruba full language across Yoruba land. Igbo people will challenge it. But the same Igbo people that will go to Germany, they dare not tell the Germans that they cannot afford to study German. They want them to study in English. The German will tell them to fuck off. Go back to where they're coming from. But the same Igbo will tell you that you cannot have Yoruba in the school. We have our children in those schools. But when we have our Yoruba country, let that same Igbo, if they born their papa well, come and tell us on our land that we cannot have Yoruba across our land. So you can see that, Yoruba people, I don't know how stupid we are. We are the same people that doesn't want them. But rather than support a full independent Yoruba country that has the right to maintain law and order and give us the kind of way of life, first, our language, you will go and learn it. We care less. Many Igbo people live in Turkey. They operate from Turkey because I know they're there. It's one of the business routes for the Igbo people. They have learned Turkish language as if it's their own language. They go to school. You know, the first thing, and this goes to others as well, but I'm using the Igbo because the Yoruba and the Igbo, they're like 5 and 6. They hate each other so much that the Yoruba doesn't want the Igbo, yet the Yoruba doesn't want the Igbo to leave Nigeria. They want Nigeria to remain part of Igbo, but they want to monopolize and marginalize them. The same thing in reverse. The Igbo doesn't send land in Igbo land. Then why don't we let them go so that we can tell Igbo people to buy land in Yoruba land? These are the criteria. We're not selling land to you, but you cannot remain in one Nigeria. They will buy off every goddamn, if they like, let them go and buy Oyekon Palace. I don't give a shit. It's as stupid as we are. Oriwo ti pe nítorí wa bá pé àmọ́ pé country wa ló máa determine constitution tó máa resolve gbogbo problem yẹn. But because we are stupid people, Oriwo ti pe, Igbo, abeg, go and buy Oyekon Palace. Buy it off. If they put it in the market, even if they're not putting it, look, Oyekon loves money so much. He's one of the criminal politicians, a criminal policeman. I know him very well before he became the Oba. I know him very well. I live in phase 2. One of his wives was living in phase 2 in Adenijadele. He was a corrupt police officer. But because of the same manipulation, Ifakolomu Oyekon is just the same manipulation that we now say that you think Oyekon will give you Yoruba nation. So Oyekon the one bed. No. Why am I calling Oyekon? What's the one that is there right now? Abdullahi. I'm mixing it up now. What's the name of this Obatowa Lekodising? Really one Akiolu? Let really one Akiolu come out and tell me that he's not a corrupt police officer when he was an officer. I live in phase 2 in Adenijadele. He's one of the most bloodiest criminal in the police force. One bastard. And I'm told he lost his eyesight. He cannot see anymore. You can see why things are not working in Yoruba land. Even the children knows their father is a criminal as a police officer. How he ended up become Oba is what I still don't understand. If I can't forget about it. Akiolu, one of the wives. Joke Akiolu studied at University of Hull. One of the daughters is called Joke. I don't know the husband name now because she must have got married. But she was studying at University of Hull. I drove to University of Hull many years back when my ex-girlfriend, as at the time, was studying at that same university. You know, go better for anybody who say make a shut up. I said, I know every one of them. Joke Akiolu is one of the daughters. And one of the wives of Akiolu lives in Adenijadele, phase 2. Go and confirm what I'm telling you. And come back and say, Moparomo. While their father then was a police officer. How he ended up to become the king. Sheba to differ war any kokomu ole tó ń jalè lọ́lọ́pàá òun lọ́wọ́ rí mú. Ìwọ wá ń sọ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa tò, ó ń bọ̀ wá tò. So you can see that we have faced many obstacles I remember it was the same Oba that told the Igbo to go and jump into the lagoon. If we have a Yoruba country, the Igbo would not be able to do all this jack shit they're doing in Yoruba land because they cannot do the. If they try any mess, Igbo plenty for Italy and all this country, they dare not try it, they will go to prison. But they will be claiming things in Yoruba land is because they are Nigerians and they have every right. So it's either we have a country that will protect our territorial ground and our heritage and our culture, or we remain one Nigeria and we have to embed and sleep with our enemies, because Yoruba believe that Igbos are one of our enemies. Not that the Igbo doesn't think that you are good people as well. They have the same. So there is what we call ethnic tension already in Nigeria. How do you resolve it? How do you stop it? You can't stop it. We can work with it, but from different angle. Stay in your lane as a country. Come to our country. We love you to be there. We give you resident permit. We monitor your activities. If you do nonsense, we chuck you back. But today, the same Yoruba people, Ontako Igbo, Bekumalo. I mean, I expect that Yoruba people should be more happy that Biafra should go. But it's the same Yoruba people that say, no, Biafra is going nowhere. So expect them to buy your palaces across Yoruba land. Toba tira palace Akiolu, Leko, Korat anywhere, Toba Wumo. And let them continue that, even if they are using whatever means. If not drug money, Yoruba people do drug as well. So what we can do is to force out our country and start looking at constitution that can protect us. And Babakitoye already gave us rather, because English is not bastard, the guidelines to prosperity. But Yoruba people don't like prosperity. They want to live in the contraction and pray to Jesus. You see them now, Jesus faith, Jesus power, super power, Jesus power, super power, Babalawo power, paralyzed power, bomb bastard. Who told you that Babalawo power is paralyzed power? It is what the British told us. So when we look at Babakitoye manifesto on the proposal for a Yoruba nation, the good news path to prosperity in our Orile-Ede Yoruba, Babakitoye made it known through some of this content. We are a nation with proud root and proud history, but those history has been taken away from us. That is why Adeleke, an Igbo man, thinking that he's a Yoruba man, but he has Igbo blood, wants to give Osun Osogbo to an Igbo indigene when there are many Yoruba people that can manage it. We saw that last year, and there was a lot of cry out. In an independent Nigeria, we have suffered serious decline and agony. No be lie. Not true now. We never suffer enough. We shall revive and strengthen our education. For 1 year, Buhari shut down the university polytechnic. That ended up to the death of a Yoruba girl called Rachel Opadele. When Benga, that came from Maryland, wanted to invest in Nigeria, was kidnapped by Fulani, Rachel Opadele was working with him in the hotel. She was kidnapped, raped, I believe, and killed, even though ransom was paid. I have another Yoruba woman outside Nigeria, I will not tell you the country that they are living, told me with all the evidence that, please, Koiki, I just wanted to talk about it, but please do not show my daughter's face on the social media. My daughter was kidnapped. We paid ransom. This happened in March. I will leave the date for security reasons. Continue to say that and lie at the talk. Those of the people that are affected are the one calling me to say to me, this is what happened. At least I didn't know. That will not even come up to the news at all. I did not even hear that at all. So that means that people are paying ransom on a daily basis to Fulani terrorists. When I sit here and say, let's buy walkie-talkie, they say, what do you need walkie-talkie for? If I say, let's buy megaphone, let's do this, let's do that. This family paid huge amount of money. They told me not to tell you the figure. I know the figure. They sent me the picture of what their daughter looks like before she was kidnapped and after she was kidnapped. She has been rescued, not by Nigerian police, not by Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian DSS, but by paying ransom to Fulani terrorists in one of the states that I've also been told, please do not reveal, because I've told them to tell the daughter to move out from that particular state for security reason. Because the Fulani terrorists told the family, the husband precisely of the woman, that they will still come back again. So I have told the mother, wọ́n ní láti kúrò nínú ilé yẹn, wọ́n ní láti either ta ilé yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn lọ ní, and move to a new place. So when I sit here and I'm talking, and you are saying I should shut up, it's okay. The tendency that the Fulani will kidnap me is a very, very rare situation. The only people that I want to kidnap me is your government because of what I do. But that I will leave them to the power of our God, Eledumare, if that can be possible. Because me too, I know, I be Yoruba man. I not sit like this without confronting everything I need to do to make sure that that doesn't happen. I don't rely on Jesus alone. Neither do I rely on Muhammad. I rely on our own culture to protect and defend myself against being kidnapped. But the question is, I can still return back to my base in London that I've lived for 27 years and have a better life and move on. But I am worried that the Fulani will overpower you all. Tabadi Denisi. And it could be a disaster. We are already 2 hours into the program. I'm still not feeling sleepy, so I'll crack on and continue. If you want to go and sleep, you have the right to go and sleep. Don't tell me to go and sleep. I just woke up some few hours ago, and I'm still very fresh because I had a fresh cold water bath, which I don't have in London. That's one of the beauty of Africa. Now, some of the things that Babakitoye also talked about. First and foremost, in our Orile-Ede Yoruba, we shall seriously revive our national character. You can't do that in Nigeria under this corrupt government. Someone who is not going to give you a national character, how? When we have other indigenous people within Lagos State that are already becoming obas, even within our space. If you're waiting for Seyi Makinde to give you a national character, you can't. Our youth development program will transform our nation. We shall clean up our politics. We shall take creative steps of our political parties, not the one that PDP sleep with APC. Delta State is no longer a PDP state. They were asking the governor when he was coming out from after the meeting, are you have something to say? He said, I'll talk to you on Monday. Right there and there, we call Fogo Molorini. Right there and there, we call Foigo Molorini. But because we are in a country that you think you are in a country, the governor that was voted in as PDP. So now all the citizens that voted for him as PDP will now be campaigning back again for APC that destroyed Nigeria in the last 10 years. And this is the same Nigeria you want us to save. You know go better for your papa, bomb bastard, idiot all over the place. We shall make our election quality elections. You saw the way I voted in July last year in London. No intimidation, no harassment. Let 2027 come and let any Igbo dare vote against Yoruba Tinubu in Lagos and say that you are an indigene, you live in Lagos, I don't do business in Lagos. You will see what their Agbero will do for you. We saw it in 2023. How they dealt, even Yoruba people were dealt with. They don't, imagine some Yoruba people look like Igbo people. I saw a woman say, I be Yoruba, I'm Yoruba ni mi, kile tu she by fair before. What do I do? They go so ni? Intimidation. And Tinubu will remove Yakubu. He will not use Yakubu going towards 2027 because he cannot trust him to rig election on his behalf. So he will bring a Yoruba man that will do the bidding. So even if El Rufai Atiku, even if Buhari joined them, if the whole North are against Tinubu, Tinubu knows, because he's good at rigging. He has been doing it for a very long time. He will rig the election, and that could cause also a war, because the North now knew that Tinubu lied to them, Muslim ticket. They now realize that Tinubu that was doing as if he wants to die, so that Shetima will become the president. Tinubu is not going to die. Because Buhari, whether some people say he died, like Nnamdi Kanu, we don't have the facts and evidence to such. So I say, dead or alive, Buhari was going back and forth, but the only thing is not been going to London for any checkup. So Tinubu too is not going to die, okay? I know some people pray for him to die. He's not going to die. Moke Yawalen Konse. Moke Abdullahi. We shall have truly Yoruba national military and security services. I don't think some of you know what mean. When the British, they are always proud of them. When they go to Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, Lidl, and they come across a military personnel that comes in, they say, oh, go to the front, go, because they know that they are serving them. I'm asking you today, is your Nigerian military serving you? Is your Nigerian police serving you? I'm sure you say no. Then a Yoruba military will protect you and will serve you. And I think we should end the broadcast. I want to leave it for 2 hours, and I'll come back later in the morning for more updates. This is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Let me just go and relax back, and then I'll come out again maybe before 12 noon for more updates. My VN is already prepared. I'm going to, as you know how I do it, I will send it out. You come across it. Don't leave it to yourself. You see that your church service, that WhatsApp group, you just go drop them there. I will drop this one. This one will be church program. Just drop it again. You don't hear it? Drop it again. I'm sure they will tell you, bye-bye, they will exit you. But at least somebody will listen, and that means you don't liberate them. Don't leave it to me alone. Take the message to every hooks and corners of Yoruba land, and that way we will be saved. We pray for Babakitoye on a daily. I will leave everything like this. I'm not going to close my laptop. I put it as, I don't even close my laptop. I just put it as sleep. So when I come back, I will kickstart again from where Yugoslavia break up and why, and we will take it from there for another session. So Idowu Matthew, good morning, and thank you for joining. To all my staff, they're already awake. I can see them. So Yoruba Nation is an ongoing project. Thank you so much for watching from Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, China, all African countries. God bless Biafra. God bless the Ijaw people. God bless all the ethnic indigenous people. Let us dissolve Nigeria. Tinubu will rig election. There's no point talking about election 2027. But all we can do is to stop it. I am still on the ground, and I'm going nowhere. The person we say is saw the vision say our obas won't show. We can match the rally. As of now, it is too late. The rally will be called very soon. I can tell you that. How soon, I don't know, but very soon. But this Saturday, they're holding a very important summit where discussion will take place regarding the upcoming rally in the Yoruba land and the diaspora, and the concrete action plan for exiting. You can sit abroad and be saying, this is how we are going to do it. Get a plane ticket and come and meet Babakitoye in Cotonou, okay? I am currently as well in Africa, close to Babakitoye. Don't sit abroad alone and say, hey, we will do it this way. You think you will get Yoruba Nation on the Zoom or with your own ways. The way we will get Yoruba Nation is on the soil of Yoruba land, and it will be fire for fire, crisis, anarchy, upside down, and the dialogue will come out. If they don't want that, they need to dialogue now. But sit on your own cocoon on the Twitter space and say, Yoruba Nation will happen on Twitter space. Now lie you. All these Yoruba people, when they call themselves conservative, some of them cannot even get close to Africa like I have done. I am just less than an hour into the border of Nigeria. You will see me when the rally is called. You will see Igboho, and you will see me next to him. I have told him, shoulder to shoulder, we work together. Okay? If you too, you get hurt, come and join the people on the ground. And if you cannot, when they call the rally in London, go and join them. They call rally in America, go join them. In Germany, go join them. Okay? Either one day, diaspora. The diaspora that will support you are determined. They will invest, they will support it, but they're not going to come home. They can't take the chances. They're scared to come home. But our on the ground, we should not be scared. We'll all go out. Go and do a way do and chop it very well and prepare for the worst case scenario. The end of Nigeria is coming. It will be fire for fire, and we will defend it. They cannot kill 60 million people. Yoruba land is not for your others, it's for us. If they like, make their support. If they like, make their no support. That is how far I can go. Let me just go and relax, and I'll come back out again, probably before 12 midnight. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, Mr. Adebidemi. Shout out to everyone that I cannot see in the comment section. Remember, for every day we are out, we are liberating somebody. Even if it's one, even if it's two. And the call of the Azan is out there coming. I love it when I hear it. I can't hear it all the time in London. Mokibu Walen Kosi. Yoruba Nation is for life. Ganyolo Ide Mokie Moriembe. Rashid Sadiq Mokie. Everybody wants to be free when the time comes. And Mio Babangida, he will never stand up. Babangida will remain in his wheelchair. He will poo-poo there. He will do everything there. And he will never rise up, and he will witness the end of Nigeria, just like Gowon, just like every one of them. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and enjoy the rest of the day, and catch up with me when we are out again. This is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Bye for now. Ireo.